game for over 20 years and I absolutely love it. Working the runway, working photo shoots, working with top celebrities is amazing. I'm gonna tell you, here's the thing about girls. Most people skip the introductory step, which is your set. So
being mentored by Monet is actually such an experience that I have enjoyed. The knowledge that I've gained, the confidence that I've gained, having someone who actually sees certain things in myself that I might have not thought was there. So it's really inspiring and it's just something that I am truly grateful for.
I would recommend her to any production or convention. She talks to you like a person and she really makes you feel like you're under her wing for her entire session.
I had my own online hairstyling academy called the Monet Life Academy, and it's made to make sure people understand how styling all forms of hair textures can open so many doors for you, especially in the photographic world.
I'm Monet Everett, and I help beauty pros and brands create work with impact, intention, and opportunity.
Please welcome to the ABS stage, celebrity stylist Monet Everett.
Welcome everybody to the Blueprint level of texture styling from Salon set. What happens quite often is most of us work in salons, right? Raise your hand if you work in a salon. Okay, my hand didn't go up. So I am going to talk to you guys about the texture differences and how we work in the salon versus the set. Before I get into it, how many of you want to work beyond the chair? How many of you want to book weddings, events, editorials, things of that nature? Okay, we got some shy folks in here, but I'm going to be calling y'all out, just so y'all know. So we're first going to start with the biggest gap that people have when they think about going from working in a salon to working on set. The first one is there are 3 levels. When you work in a salon, a lot of people are just kind of getting done with the hair instead of giving it an amazing, memorable finish. Have you ever gotten done with a style, you go to take a photo and that thing just ain't thinking the way you thought it was going to be? Okay, so I see you, boo. I see you with me, okay? Level 2, you realize that you need a finish. It looks good, you're proud of it, but it doesn't look like star worthy. It doesn't look photo shoot worthy. Anybody ever get to that point? Okay, making sure it's not just me. And once you've gotten through the second gap of realizing, okay, let's get it more camera ready, how many of you are like, but how do I elevate it and make it look editorial? Raise your hands, raise your hands. Okay, good, making sure I'm in the right space. Awesome. I am going to have a hands-on workshop directly following this at 3 p.m. called Stop Fixing, Start Finishing, where I'll show you how to create some of these on-stage styles. All right, so if we want to have editorial-worthy work, the first thing we're going to have to do is make sure we're starting out with a strong intention. We know where we're going, we know how to section, we're going step by step, and generally on set, we are building. Can y'all hear me clearly? Or is it echoing? It's echoing? Maybe that'll be better? Okay. So we have to start our work from the very, very beginning to make sure it's sectioned properly and structured. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. We have to make sure it is photo ready, so that means balanced, symmetrical, and it has to really read on camera. I find a lot of people when they work with curly and coily hair, they think frizz is the issue. It's not always about frizz. Many times it's about not knowing how to work with that frizz, okay? Editorial hair, it has to be purposeful and story driven. So you're going to see when I bring out my models, you're going to see how I'm elevating their styles and creating a shape. So Level 1, all about structured hair. Strong control, intentional shape, and really focusing on the results. Less fixing at the end. Less running up and saying, oh, that curl's not right, it's in the wrong direction, okay? Photo ready. Where's the point of impact? In order for it to be photo ready, it has to be somewhere the eye is drawn. For example, what do you guys think the point of impact is on this particular look? What's the point of impact? The braided bang, exactly right. It has to be able to move and flow, not look stiff, but stay. Doesn't that sound fun? Not stiff, but stay. And editorial, this is where we get into those strong point of views. So I do have 3 models for you. My assistants are going to come out and get me set up so that we can show you all 3 models, okay? So I'm going to be building shapes that support the story. I'm going to have more to talk to you about in that way, and I'm going to be able to walk you through. I have 3 really strong models. I'm going to show the importance of choosing a style that works with the overall look. When I work on set, I have to work with the wardrobe stylist, the makeup artist, the director, the model, the creative director, and all of those people. That's a little different from in the salon. In the salon, you're only dealing with the client, right? And what they want. My client is whomever is paying me, and that may not be sitting in the chair. So let's get this party going. Let's bring out my beautiful models. And while they're coming out, make sure that you've already signed up for the raffle. Hit that QR code for me. All right, we have our 3 pretty girls. Miami, I think I'm gonna need that brush. So, I really wanted to start with 3 different textures because when I say texture, I feel like people always assume that I'm working with a tighter curly hair, right? So my first model is Dante and she is on the left, okay? So you can check out her curly hair. Sometimes you are asked to straighten curly hair. So let me have you to look to the left, Dante. Turn your whole body for me. So what I have done is I began her prep work with my Design Essentials shampoo and conditioner. I went in with the peppermint and aloe shampoo and conditioner and the H2O leave-in conditioner. That is a must before creating any style, especially one where you have to have a lot of volume. Went through, blow dried her with a round brush, curled her and pinned her in place with my Bio-Ionic 1.5 inch curling iron. And I'm gonna show you what I did at the very top. Y'all remember cosmetology school when they started teaching us and they taught us about the different ways of curling hair, on base, off base, so on and so forth? In order to create a beautiful, voluminous style, I am going to over-direct the hair and go on base. You see how I'm really pulling it forward even though it's gonna go back? Are y'all with me? Because I can't see. Okay, there you go. So here's the thing that has become more popular when I do something people like. They say, okay, Monet. And that's the way I know they like it. And that's the way they like it. All right, so you see we have a really strong on-base curl. You know your curl is strong because it stays without the clip. Next up, another curl. So I feel like I have some vets in here that probably think they know where I'm going with this. but I want to make this a little bit more fun. I find a lot of times on set, when I'm asked to come in and style curly hair, even if they want me to straighten it, the complaint that they tend to have is that it is too straight and the hair is just kind of sitting there. But we're not going to do that. All right, so after letting the curls sit for a while, I'm going to begin taking them out by removing my double prong clips. You know these clips that always go missing in the salon, right? Am I the only one of these? They always walk away on set. This is why I have extras in my artist on the go bag, because whoo, they go missing. And when I say I curled her hair, I want to make sure I'm really clear that I means my assistant Deani curled her hair. What y'all sleep? What y'all doing? But that was funny. That was funny. Y'all should have laughed at that. All right, so I'm removing all of her clips. Deani has her clip to the gods. These curls were not coming out. Deani, come help me take these curls out, girl. Woo-hoo! Oh no. We're gonna stand you off to the side and live so they can see. There you go. Deani double clips every curl. She said, we're gonna make sure these curls are right. Sometimes I find when I am on set, they even consider styles like the one I'm about to do, of curly hair. People can be very literal because the hair was curled. They would still consider this like a textured look, a curly look. And I can't get over there and disappoint them, so I have to do something that makes it a little fun. What I like to show in my demonstrations as well is how we can take things that we use or that we learn in basic cosmetology and really spruce it up a bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is go in with the Design Essentials Reflection Spray, because it's all about shine. And honestly, I think of like shine sprays, I think of it honestly like a lube. It lubricates the hair and allows me to really move and work. I'm gonna use my wet brush, and let's get into it and have a little fun. Dante, would you mind resting forward a little? There you go. Y'all remember those old school brush outs and comb outs, right? Am I the only one that remembers that? There you go. Now somebody is here. I need to hear, okay, Monet, if you are understanding. Yes, okay, Monet. That's how I know we're on the same page. So for this style, this is for the person on set where they say, okay, we want the hair to look nice, we want bouncy, we want airy, we want to play up the texture. We don't want it just straighten. We really want to play up the fact that she has naturally curly hair. That means that she can wear big hair. If that's how God prepared her, she can do some fun things. Okay, so a different shine, because the hair has to be lubricated, and a little bit of spritz. Okay. How about you whip that hair for us, Dante? Shake it, whip it, flip it back. Flip it again. Flip it back. There you go. All right, Bitsy, I needed that, baby. I heard you. Just give her a nice little sexy. She's gonna be our looser curl girl. But oh, you better believe these curls are about to get tighter. Okay, give them a little curl at the end of the highway. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. All right. is up next, and she is ready to rock and roll. Now, I figured I would start with something more recognizable with Dante, especially with her looser curl. But how about we do something that I normally do, and everybody is so shocked. They're like, Monet, how did you create this look? So the first thing I did is I like to start with a 5-section technique. Let's lean you forward just a little bit. This would be section 1, section 2, section 3, this turn you, section 4, section 5. Y'all follow me? Yeah? What do I need to hear to know if y'all follow me? Okay, y'all hit me later. Stop. Okay, all right. So on section 1, because it's a show, we wanted to make it a little bit more fun. We decided to add a braided cape, a braided pattern on the top, and give her some cute little baby hairs. You know how right now everybody's doing the baby hairs with the stencils? We thought we would get a little more creative and do them with braids. What do y'all think? Okay, all right. Gotta make sure we're on the same page. So I am going to take section 1, that is braided. Section 2 and section 3 have a long braid like this. When you guys braid hair, does it stand up like this on its own? No? So you think maybe I got a surprise in there? Yeah? All right. So, in the artist on the go bag, I did special tools so that you can do special surprises. And I have braided it into this braid. And by I braided it, I hope you guys know that that means that my assistant Camry braided because I didn't do it. All right, so we're gonna add this into one big ponytail. And if y'all are patient with me, I promise you, you're going to be very surprised with where we end up. I'm putting it all together in one pony. Y'all see my specialty wire in here? Are you able to see this? Okay. The reason we have that is because a lot of times we want to do creative shapes, right? And the hair just does not cooperate. But I don't have time for that because I'm on the stage at ABS. I need the hair to cooperate. So what I'm doing right now is I am tripling it up. It looks weird, right? But stay with me, stay with me. I got special for you. How many of you like that $5.99 hair at the beauty supply store? Cost $5? It's one of my favorites. So we have the $5 hair. We have my specialty wire. I put it in a rubber band and I connected it together and with a bobby pin. Y'all can see this, right? Because when I get done, the people say, I didn't see what you did. It's magic. It's magic, but not secret. All right, so I'm going to stick this into where her ponytail is. And I am going to wrap and wrap and wrap. Literally, I am wrapping around. And you're going to see why in a moment. I'm going to take the end of the wire and wrap it around to stop and keep some of that curl out. I like the curl. The curl is pretty, right? So I did that on one side. That's going to give me a shape. And what we do on one side, we do on the other. pinning that into her base. There we go. Isn't this curl pretty on its own? I literally leave the aluminum pieces, and I know some of you are like, why is she using aluminum? It's so that I don't have to keep pinning, and I can do whatever I want with the shape. Okay, the mic wants some. The mic said, give me some of that curly hair. Okay, I'm gonna end it with this aluminum. This allows me the ability to play around, not really focus on rubber bands or on bobby pins. And create a super simple shape. In editorial world, everything is all about having a strong shape, especially if you're doing a fashion shoot. Not one bobby pin was used to create the shape. How's that so far? That's cute so far? Okay, I need y'all to let me know what you like. And if I were on set, I might leave that, and that might be the look, right? So let's turn from side to side so they can get an idea. Yeah, and I like having the little ringlets and stuff because we want to celebrate her texture of hair. But what happens is people think, oh, I'm so scared of this texture, there's nothing I can do to hype it up. But I feel like I should get in here and like completely change up this shape. Are y'all down for that? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Get in here. I am going to take a couple of bobby pins for sections 4 and 5. Let's turn you around. Y'all forgot about this happening here. Now, in a real photo shoot, trust and believe, I would simply pin it out of my way. Sometimes I just don't have time to do everything I want to do. So remember in the beginning we talked about scaling and changing the look. They can't see the back of that. It doesn't matter how it looks. So I have that prepared so that I can do another look to make sure I like my shape now. So I have that already prepared to do something else. I always start with 5 sections so I can move about. A lot of times you're working and you can just kind of forget what you're doing. My 5 sections always holds me down. Okay, so I'm gonna come on this side, let me have your back to me. There you go. So if they say, okay, now we want a down style, I'm like, well, why y'all didn't tell me that in the damn beginning? No, I'm kidding, can't say that. Apparently they get mad when you talk that way. So I start pulling out tricks, baby. So they're not gonna work my nerves and think it's all good. Let's see what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna slap a wig on the back of this. Y'all see how y'all be at the salon doing all these braid downs and stuff? Baby, I'm not doing that. Not on set. And the only way that I am able to move about in this way is because I have a section base. So at the beginning of the day, we talked about, okay, what are the looks? What are we going to do? What are we moving through? And I say, okay, I will start with my 5 section technique. I'm going to use products that I can build upon. I'm going to use products that I can really work with. Ooh. Oh, I think I'm skipping the whole clip. That's why. Okay, I'm clipping it on the side. You ready? Push. Pushing it in so it just stays there. Now, in editorial photo shoots and stuff, I don't get too big into how well it stays. Just get the shot. In the salon, the focus is how long can she keep this style? Can she keep this style for a week? Can she keep this style for 2 weeks? Can she keep this until she shampoos tomorrow? That ain't my ministry on set. Okay, so where are we thinking? What are we thinking about this? We like that? Okay, so here's the thing though. I think this is okay, but I don't love the profile. What do y'all think? You think we should do anything to make it bigger or better? Good, because I came prepared. I said at ABS, the people want to see the show. So we got to give them more. Because if you were in a salon, if you were on a regular shoot, you would probably say that looks good. But I always have more to do. Get there with a little dry shampoo, give it some lift, and then I look. So from what I can see with what you guys are seeing, it just needs a little, Okay, Monet, yeah, girl. Gotta make sure you know I can hear you. Okay, Monet, awesome. So I'm gonna take another wig and I'm just gonna pin it right on top. And a lot of people are nervous about wearing wigs. They said, isn't everybody gonna know? No, because I'm gonna flip it and add it. Do we see the difference already in the profile? Okay, Monet, yeah. Now, when I have a little more time with Kana for my workshop, we're gonna go over everything. And the workshop starts at 3 and it's not too late for you to join. All right, let's turn forward, let's see. Let's see how we're doing. Let's see how we're looking. So what do you guys think about ABS having me on the main stage teaching textured hair? Do y'all like that? Yes, we gotta let them know what we like. We have to show up when we like things. That's the only way that they know, okay? So let's have Kana give you a little bit of a look-see, baby.
Just get ready for work.
Oh, we got more for you, baby. We got more. We got Chloe ready to serve. I know y'all want to see these curls. I said, what is going on? Yes, baby. So the one thing Monet's going to do is hide a secret in plain sight, okay? This is a look that I would create for if I had a stunningly beautiful model who could pull off a different style. She might say, hey, I really love my curls and I want them to show. But in the editorial world on set, we know you can't show every ringlet, right? So I would have to get creative and come up with something. Let's turn your back to the audience so I can show them what I'm hiding. Y'all ready? Look at all this hair, and she still had space for me to hide stuff, right? So a lot of you may be familiar with a twist out. So we already started her hair. We prepped it, shampoo, conditioner from Design Essentials, the net and app. and aloe, and we also went in with the leave-in conditioner. Then we set her hair using the Compositions foam and a 2-strand twist. From there, I got the idea to spruce it up just a little bit. I know y'all are wondering why she did those twisting, right? Is that the idea? Is that what y'all thinking? Why she did? I can't see y'all, so give me some. All right. So I left those twisting to get a little creative. I'm going to show you how to twist for those who don't know. The sectioning is just right here, circular. Most of the time I use 5 sections, but I decided to be circular. I'm making this the main point, and by me doing this, I absolutely need Nayani did the twist. And I am going to start by lifting the hair, creating 2 sections, and twisting. Every time I go under, I pick up hair. It's very similar to a cornrow. This is great for if you have a client or someone in your chair who doesn't have a uniform curl pattern, or you just want to create a uniform curl pattern. So we went into detailing that in my earlier class, and that made me think about having some fun, because this is about to be cute. Okay, turn around to the audience for me. So you see how we already have curls all around. Normally, it is all about how do I keep these curls in place, but not for editorial. We like to have fun in editorial. Oh, hold on, did I forget something? No. We like to have fun in editorial. We don't like for it to be where you can guess everything I'm going to do. So I am actually going to begin picking these curls almost out. This model is one of the few people I've ever met that I really think her hair most of the time looks better frizzy. Remember we talked about how frizz is not the enemy, it's just about learning how to work it?
Yeah.
Her face is too pretty to cover it, so I guess I'll show you. Okay, so you see how we already had the twist in? I'm gonna start back picking. And create my shape this way. Right? You see how I'm holding the ends and pushing it up? And if the pick don't work, I will use my fingers, I will use a rat tail comb, I will use whatever I can get my hands on to complete the look. Sorry, baby. How many of you are working sets and creating texture? Like pearls with 2-strand twist set, or finger coils, or anything like that? Not enough of you apparently, because it got real quiet. I know y'all are like, well, what is she doing to the girl's head? I promise you it'll look pretty in just a few minutes. And make sure that everybody has already registered for the raffle, because I will be doing giveaways from Design Essentials as well as Wet Brush. She cute. Welcome to my world of the importance of symmetry, and I never am given a mirror, so I'm so excited that I have the screen that I can look at. So how many of you were told not to back comb or tease curly hair? Times have changed. Now it's all about creating the shape. So we're getting there, and I think she looks better with a little more length coming down around her sides. I am also going to use my specialty hairpins that are in the Artist on the Go bag to create the shape. What I love about these hairpins is that I can bend them around and create, and I don't have to pin it in a base. I need this to come up a little bit more to make it more interesting. And I am going to use her hair as a photo frame around her face, a quite literal frame. And I want to make sure not to really leave any super detailed curls, because with her, she can actually wear frizz. So in my Select Gigs Academy, I go into big detail about the differences in styling for set, as well as styling for events and weddings, and how to get those bookings. We got one curl, we got one Beyonce, and I need Destiny's Child, okay? Oh, that's coming out even cuter than I imagined. What did they say in the news, the cloud bob, instead of an afro? Awesome, I think I like it. I wanted her hair to be very whimsical, very airy, and frame her a bit. So I am also going to pin the back forward. I feel like a lot of people let's turn it to the side a bit, and they'll be able to see better. A lot of people overlook the importance of the back. The back is actually what frames the bottom of the face. As you're working and creating different looks, don't overlook that part. Those are the details that get you higher, because it says that you are taking every aspect into consideration. Okay, so let's turn you forward and have you to put your head down. So we can see from every angle this way, and let's have you to turn and look down for me. Now, if this were a photo shoot, this would photo so well and so interestingly. Do y'all see the clouding and the airiness and the texture going on? Yes, yes, yes. Sometimes we gotta show them that you don't have to do the same thing all the time. So let's have Chloe show you up close. Let's have her give you a better look of the style. Right? Yes! With your pretty tail while I talk to the people for just a moment. All right, so before this hands-on workshop in about an hour, I have to see who knows about my celeb framework. Make sure you have your raffle tickets ready, because in just a moment, I'm going to be picking multiple winners. So you heard me mention Select Gigs Academy and my celeb framework. Celeb is proprietary. C is for collaboration, meaning when I'm working on set, I gotta collaborate with the wardrobe stylist, the makeup artist, the creative director. I mean, everybody's got an opinion. But before I got there, I learned how to collaborate with people who had similar interests to do test shoots and other events. The first is celeb experience. Stop telling people they don't need experience. I don't care who you are or what you do. You need to experience different things before you can be great at it. Leverage, one of my favorite things. I'm known for styling all textures quickly. You just got 3 models in 30 minutes. So that opens a lot of doorways. For example, Project Runway. That might mean you're great for destination weddings. You're great under pressure, okay? How about the next one? Eclectic expertise. That's going back to experience. Not only do you have to be great at what you do, you have to be able to work with different hair textures under different circumstances, okay? It is very different working in the salon preparing for a wedding than it is working at a destination wedding or on a production. You gotta get that skill. And my favorite is being a bankable brand. Around here, we call that getting the shmoney, okay? We like to get the shmoney. We want to get on stages. We want to be on the flyer. We want to be educators. We want to be paid to go to events, right? I won't bore y'all with more of those details, but you can talk to anybody in the audience whose shirt says, ask me about Celebrities Academy, and we'll talk more. But before that, we got to do this raffle, right? Where's my raffle? Where is my raffle? And I think we're going to do more than one. Okay, come on, don't go. Pick the first number. Come on, Francesca. All right, there's going to be more than one winner. How about 629? Last digit, 629. Going once, going twice. Next. Next one. 528. What y'all do? Y'all have your tickets? Did you win? Okay. All right, next one. 602. She's a winner! I'm going to keep going because we're going to have more than one winner. Next, oh, this might be your friend, 601. 601. Yes, two. I'm going to see if I can get just one more. Yes, just come right here. And the last one, 595. Awesome, come up, but don't leave if you want. Don't leave. I gotta take a picture with you. All right, let's see our beautiful models one last time. All right? Okay, DJ, drop that beat. Enjoyed. Also, there's still room to sign up for my hands-on workshop in 1 hour in room 3. Thank you guys.